Hi, welcome to Focus. My name is Michael Richmond. Tonight I have a beautiful young lady here with me, a model, a businesswoman, perhaps a young lady that I've bought one of the best boxes from. I'm talking about Pragz, Pragz boss. I'm talking about the young lady that is in the center stage of a whole, a global pandemic on Facebook. I'm talking about Hadiyah Clarke. Tonight is going to be a very fun talk. We're going to know who Hadiyah is, what she stands for. So, as I always say, without further ado, let me welcome you to Focus tonight, Hadiyah. Thanks for being here with me today.
Thank you for having me, Michael. Good evening.
First of all, again, I must say it's a pleasure having you. You look so stunning, so beautiful. I love your aroma.
Thank you.
Oh my God. So, for the viewers that doesn't know who Hadiyah is, do you mind letting them know who is Hadiyah Clarke?
Sure. So my name is Hadiyah Clarke. I'm 25 years old and I'm a full-time employee and an entrepreneur. So I have two businesses by the names of Pragz 22, and that's a clothing business. We retail clothing for women, and Pragz Cater 2. As Michael would have mentioned, he tried one of our charcuterie boxes, and we also do platters. So those are two of the things that I'm invested in. And besides that, I work at an audit firm.
Okay.
Yeah.
Nice. Over the years, I've seen Hadiyah grow and grow from strength to strength, despite challenges. But you respite and come again, what exactly keeps you motivated, Hadiyah?
Well, I have a small circle of people surrounding me. I have two mentors, and those people, including my fiance, would ensure that Hadiyah stays on her game. It's quite easy to get distracted, especially with all the noise around you, and I'm so grateful to have them in my circle. One thing, my word actually for the year that I would have selected is focus.
Yeah.
And what that helps me to do is to regain focus, to be able to realize that this is not the path that I set out to be on. And once I notice that I'm straying away, I remind myself of that word and I easily get back on track. And there are times when, it can be frustrating and I easily pick up the phone, call one of my mentors, speak to my fiance, and that helps me to just
focus.
Continue what I'm doing. Yeah.
Welcome to Focus. Welcome to Focus. Also, let's just not stray away from growth as yet. Just last year, we've seen you, excel at University of Guyana. How does that accomplishment ranks amongst, the rest?
Growing up, I've always wanted to attend the University of Guyana. That has always been a thing for me. Like, oh my gosh, I want to go to UG. I want to get my degree. And last year I was able to complete that goal, and it felt really great walking across that stage. But I know it doesn't end there. That's just the beginning, and I was able to graduate with my business management degree, which ties into exactly what I'm after right now, which is just pursuing business.
So how do you manage Hadiyah? I mean, this must be difficult. Managing auditing, managing fashion, managing Pragz. And I know you take a lot of time in delivering Pragz because it's tasty every time it is. So I know you do take a lot of time. So how do you manage, and also managing, that whole university life? How did you do it?
It was not easy, to be very honest. It was very difficult. And I started Pragz 22 in the pandemic. So it was a time when there wasn't much to do. I wasn't as busy as I usually am. And that's the thing for me, like, if I am not on the go, I feel like something is wrong. So I had to find something to do. And that's how Pragz 22 came about. And last year, I realized that, I'm seeing so many charcuterie businesses, not just in Guyana, but overseas. And I'm like, I can do this and I can make this better. So that's how that started. And for some, I use time management to simply answer your question. Time management has been a key thing for me to be able to balance everything. And I'm a firm believer in having a balanced life. So despite working 24/7, or 24, I still find, 1 hour in between, some way, somehow to make the work fun. And because I love what I do, it's not that difficult to continue.
Great.
Yeah.
Great. As I alluded to, you're moving from strength to strength. I've seen you take the walkway, fashion. Where does that, where does that love come from?
That came from a very tender age, actually in nursery school.
Wow.
So my aunt is a teacher, and for the final year in nursery school, there was a pageant. And she had me prepping for it, all the walking with the little 2-inch heels. And I remember being excited at that age to be a part of it. And it so happened that I won that small pageant.
Wow.
So growing up and then seeing other pageants, fashion shows, I was always inclined to join it. Like I would even volunteer to do so. And now that I'm of this age and I'm able to do so much more where I can include other people,
Yeah.
I would like to say that's how I came up with the event Pragz, Runway, and Brunch. Because of my love for the fashion show, for modeling, just walking and showcasing, beautiful work from local designers. Yeah.
And that's important, local designers, because they actually don't get a lot of credit, for the works that
For
that
sure.
they put
Ghana
in.
have so much talent, and you'd be surprised with what you see.
Are you into clothing designing also?
No,
Not
but I applaud all the designers who take the time to just do their craft and master it. Yeah.
But let's just stay on modeling again. As you grow, and you get better in modeling, right? I mean, now that let's say you're about 17 years old and you're still modeling, how did you, muster up that level of confidence now that you move away from that little shy girl at 2 and now you're, 17, now you're 20? How do you muster up that confidence to take that walkway? Where does that confidence come from?
That really comes from within, because your biggest motivator is yourself.
Yeah.
So knowing that that's something I love, I had to train myself to be able to face the crowd, walk in front of everyone, and not fall, not be scared to fall.
Yeah.
And my biggest thing is don't be afraid to fail. So one thing they usually tell you when you were rehearsing is that if you fall, smile and get up.
Yeah.
So that keeps you going, because even if you make a mistake, you can correct it.
Yeah.
So that has helped me to gain that confidence and to keep it.
As a young woman, what are some of your traits that you use, to keep your self-belief high and also intact?
I think that comes from being surrounded by, my family is filled with teachers and also Christians.
Wow.
So growing up, you can play. So they're my biggest reason why my morals are high, and I ensure that I live up to what they expect and what I would want other people to pattern. Yeah.
Hadiyah Clarke, what would exactly be your biggest advice to a younger you?
I would say if there is anything that you're passionate about, go after it. Just start.
Yeah.
For me, growing up, I've always been in love with businesses and the idea of owning one. And that's something I would keep repeating to everyone I'm talking to, like, oh, one day I want to own a business. And that was what I was saying for a very long time without actually actioning it. And then one day it was like, you know what? You need to start.
Yeah.
And I did that, and this is where I am today. So I'd say, whatever you believe in, just start. Start, create a game plan, and go after it.
Create a game plan and go after it. February the 19th at Outside Bar and Lunch, there's going to be a very beautiful runaway fashion. There's going to be a brunch, and it's going to be an after party. But guess what? I don't expect anyone to take my word for it. Miss Hadiyah is going to give you a little description on what she has in store for, everyone that comes out and support her on February the 19th. Miss Hadiyah, let's talk about Pragz. Let's talk about Pragz Runway. I'm so excited to be there first and foremost. I'm really so excited. Let's talk about Pragz. Just talk me through that whole experience that we are going to experience come February the 19th.
Okay, so Pragz Runway and Brunch, February 19th, as you would have mentioned. So the idea behind the event is to celebrate Pragz 22 becoming 2.
Yeah.
And the anniversary is in February. So I've decided to host an event where I can incorporate all the things that I love, which is Pragz 22, the brunch because of the food,
Yeah.
and of course, just to have everyone there to come out dressed in their high fashion and just celebrate with me. Now, the different elements of the event will be a brunch that starts at 12 o'clock, and that's where you'll get to try the charcuterie boards that Pragz Cater to creates. Now, we'll have it on a large scale, so it'll be buffet style, so everyone could come and enjoy that aspect of it. Now, after that, there will be a fashion show. Now, the fashion show, I have invited other boutiques to join the runway to display their clothing. So this is not just the opportunity for Pragz to shine, but I've given
for others,
other boutiques to shine, and just so that they too can showcase what they have. Now, that part I'm very excited about because we have some of the top models in Guyana that will be on the runway. The clothes will be beautiful, and everyone is encouraged to just wear your high fashion clothing. There's no color schemes, you don't need to worry, and come with what high fashion means to you. We know we say Guyanese get dressed up, so get dressed up and come. Like, there's nothing as overdressing, so you wear whatever you want to and come out and have a grand time.
It's really so important that you say wear what high fashion means to you, because a lot of people, when the high and fashion, it's like, you know what, hey, I gotta go to Pakistan and I gotta take out 300,000 and get me something. But no, you just wear what you think is high fashion, and that's what, or basically that's what's gonna highlight the whole Pragz Runway event. That's what's gonna highlight the whole Pragz Runway. Just come out dressed up in what you think or what you consider as high fashion, as Hadiyah said. So Hadiyah, we don't want to leave here without drama. I don't think we want to leave here without drama. So social media has erupted into some drama indeed recently. Your event took center of that drama. What do you wish to say in that regard?
I would like to say that the artist did what any promoter would want, which is to boost the event and promote it to the max, because I'm hearing it in songs, I'm hearing it on the radio. It's like, okay, so what I've done is taking that to my advantage and continue pushing. So as you know, if the artists are singing about it, then the show, the event will be phenomenal. And I just want to say on that note as well that, again, going back to what I would have mentioned before, there will be lots of noise around you, and you need to remain focused on what is your goal. And my goal is to ensure that Pragz Runway and Brunch is a beautiful one, an amazing one where everyone can enjoy themselves. And as you can see, the marketing has been top notch. So expect even greater at the event on February 19th.
But before we wrap it up, it's really crazy that this erupted, at this time for you, which, as you said, it worked to your advantage. But can we just say that some of it are lies? Is it fair to say? Some of what we're hearing.
It's very much fair to say that most of it, if not all of it, are lies, because you often find that when a young woman is trying to up the ladder, especially in the space where men are dominant in it, you'd find that someone will try to drag her down. And it's just so surprising that the person that tried to do that and to ruin my reputation is a male, someone that should have been upstanding, someone that should have been encouraging to women, but what I can say, I have being able to remain focused on what is my goal, and despite what was said about me,
Yeah.
despite the fact that, you know, a lot of people will hear it and they'll run with it. Some people will think, oh my God, that's what she's doing. Oh, I believe him because he's so loud.
Yeah.
And you can be loud, but it cannot be lies. So being the loudest in the room doesn't mean you're correct.
I'm just gonna finish it here with one of my favorite lines. It has been a LOL moment, lots of lights, as Hadiyah Clarke said. Again, it's been a real great time having you here, Hadiyah.
Thank
I
you.
cannot wait for February the 19th. Big Smith, we are behind you for February 19th.
Thank you
gonna
so
see
much.
us decked out in our high fashion. We cannot wait to taste that Pragz ice cream, probably because I literally can't pronounce the charcuterie board.
Charcuterie
I
board.
really can't pronounce it too good. But we just can't wait to support this event. I'm encouraging corporate guys to come out. This is going to be a very good event. Come February 19th, just before March. I think this is the ideal March prep. High fashion, lots of colors. Hadiyah said it, Michael endorsed it, and the Big Smith team. So I must say that we've come to a very good end of our focus. Hadiyah, you know, remained focused, and now she's preparing to deliver. I just want to say a special thanks to my technical team, Cleveland James, for producing such a beautiful show. And again, Hadiyah, I just want to say a special thanks to you for being here.
Thank you for having me.
I'm so pleased to have you first. Thank you.